Idi Amin Dada was one of Africa's most notorious dictators, ruling Uganda with an iron fist from 1971 to 1979. His regime was characterized by brutality, oppression, and widespread human rights abuses, leaving a legacy of fear and suffering in the East African nation. This article delves into the dark chapter of Idi Amin's reign, exploring his rise to power, reign of terror, international isolation, and eventual downfall, along with a focus on a documentary that sheds light on his brutal rule. Many people watch videos but don't subscribe to the channel, so first subscribe to this channel. Number 1. Introduction to Idi Amin. Idi Amin's journey to power began when he seized control of Uganda in a military coup in 1971, overthrowing President Milton Obote. Amin, a former army officer, quickly established himself as a ruthless and authoritarian leader, employing violence and intimidation to maintain his grip on power. Number 2. Idi Amin's reign of terror. During his 8-year rule, Idi Amin's regime was marked by widespread human rights abuses, including extrajudicial killings, torture, and political repression. Dissent was brutally suppressed, with Amin's security forces carrying out mass arrests and executions of perceived opponents. Number 3. International relations and isolation. Amin's erratic behavior and disregard for human rights quickly drew international condemnation, leading to Uganda's isolation on the global stage. His expulsion of Uganda's Asian minority in 1972 further strained relations with the international community, leading to economic sanctions and diplomatic isolation. Number 4. The Entebbe crisis. One of the most infamous events of Amin's reign was the Entebbe crisis of 1976, when Palestinian and German terrorists hijacked an Air France plane and landed it at Entebbe airport in Uganda. Amin initially supported the terrorists, but later distanced himself when Israeli commandos launched a daring rescue mission to free the hostages, dealing a blow to Amin's reputation and authority. Number 5. Downfall and exile. Amin's reign of terror eventually came to an end in 1979 when Tanzanian forces, with the support of Ugandan exiles, invaded Uganda and overthrew his regime. Amin fled into exile, first to Libya and later to Saudi Arabia, where he lived until his death in 2003. Despite his ousting, Uganda continued to grapple with the legacy of Amin's brutal rule for years to come. Number 6. Documentary on Idi Amin. The documentary Idi Amin Uganda's Brutal Despot provides a chilling insight into the life and reign of the dictator. Through archival footage, interviews, and expert analysis, the documentary paints a vivid picture of Amin's tyrannical rule and its devastating impact on Uganda and its people. Number 7. Critique and reception. While the documentary has received critical acclaim for its thoroughness and attention to detail, some have criticized its portrayal of Amin as overly sensationalized or biased. However, the majority of viewers agree that it serves as an important reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of holding dictators accountable for their actions. Number 8. Lessons learned. The documentary on Idi Amin serves as a powerful reminder of the atrocities committed under his regime and the importance of documenting and remembering such dark chapters of history. It also underscores the need for vigilance in safeguarding democracy and human rights, lest the mistakes of the past be repeated. Idi Amin's reign of terror left a deep scar on Uganda, and the documentary Idi Amin Uganda's Brutal Despot serves as a stark reminder of the horrors endured by the Ugandan people during his rule. By shedding light on Amin's brutal dictatorship, the documentary prompts reflection on the dangers of authoritarianism and the importance of defending democracy and human rights. Thanks for watching.